Islamabad, the government and International Monetary Fund concluded the staff-level talks on Tuesday for the final review of the short-term loan agreement, paving the way for Islamabad to access the final tranche of around $1.1 billion. Full stop. Finance Minister and the IMF mission chief in Pakistan led their respective teams at the final customary concluding session on Tuesday afternoon, sources said. Full stop. Both sides remained tight-lipped because of IMF communication protocols. Full stop. Soon after the wrap-up the meeting, ambassadors of the United States and China to Pakistan called on the finance minister and discussed matters of mutual interest and bilateral relations. Full stop. Next paragraph. The sources said the IMF mission that was flying back after a farewell dinner would soon issue an end of mission statement after clearance from the IMF headquarters. Full stop. It would lead to the disbursement of remaining funds to Pakistan, subject to formal approval by the IMF's executive board. Full stop. The two sides would coordinate for the board meeting to take up Pakistan's case no later than the IMF and World Bank's spring meetings starting April 15, when Pakistan would also be formally taking up its request for another bailout package under the IMF Extended Fund Facility. Full stop. Next para. The sources said the two sides reached a consensus on the Memorandum of Economic and Financial Policies and related worksheets involving performance data and future objections relating to macroeconomic indicators. Full stop. He broadly shared Pakistan's plan with Mr. for another loan program of about 36 to 39 months, for which a formal request would be made in due course. Full stop. The sources said the two were of the view that the program's objective of achieving 0.4% of primary deficit during the current fiscal year you would remain. Full stop. Next para. For this, the provinces extended an assurance that they would meet their respective budgetary projection for providing cash surpluses without any deviation. Full stop. The two sides have agreed on a set of contingency measures to meet gaps should there be any slippages in the data for period ending March 31. Full stop. Pakistan has given the IMF an understanding of the Federal Board of Revenue digitization program for a quantum jump in revenue collection. Full stop. It was also clear that reduced energy tariff for the industrial sector pitched for the Special Investment Facilitation Council was no-go area, at least during the remainder of the current fiscal year. Full stop. Next paragraph. The government has also finalized an improved tax system for the real estate and retail sectors. Full stop. For this end, to effectively knot the retail and wholesale sectors, the related legislation and subordinate legislation would be made part of the upcoming federal budget and in harmonized form with provinces. Full stop. The retailers would also be brought into the tax net through compulsory registration, and formal tax collections would start flowing with the implementation of next year's finance bill. Full stop. Next para. Besides the tax rates for non-filters, in real estate transactions would be substantially and prohibitively increased. Full stop. All real estate societies and housing authorities would be registered with the revenue authorities concerned, and their transactions would be monitored on the pattern of the point of sale network of the retail sector and through banking instruments. Full stop. The two sides also discussed increasing the rate of the Petroleum Development Levy on the sale of major oil products from the existing rate of rupees 60 per litre. Full stop. The upper limit of rupees 100 may be incorporated in the Finance Bill 2025 instead of any consideration for GST, which mostly goes to the provinces. Full stop. Next paragraph. Privatizing state-owned enterprises would be the major theme of the next IMA program, the sources said. Full stop. Another central commitment would be the freeze on electricity and gas sector circular debit at any cost and their gradual reduction. Full stop. For both these sectors, the government would adhere strictly to the legal and regulatory stipulation, that is, biannual gas price adjustments and monthly, quarterly and annual tariff adjustments in the power sector without fail. Full stop. Violations of these schedules have been considered the major reason for revenue slippages and liquidity crisis of the entire energy chain. Full stop.